main question is.
But before,
what
sorry,
is so important?
No, I will come to it.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, likewise, what they prophesied about each other, like Jesus prophesied about Prophet Mohammed, Moses, Isaiah, even though they exist 1,000 years or less or more, yet they prophesied about Prophet Muhammad. Likewise, Prophet Muhammad prophesied about the future. That's why as a Muslims, we don't just believe in Prophet Muhammad because I was born a Muslim. Rather, we have intellectual and rational proofs and tangible proofs to establish Muhammad is a true prophet of God. If he is, then logic dictates you should believe what he came with, because God, the Creator, will not choose a liars to convey his message. Do you agree?
Who identified him?
What do you mean identified him?
The Prophet. Who identified him?
What do you mean by that? Identified him?
You said there's proofs and evidences to show that this is the Prophet.
For example, the rabbis.
Yeah.
The rabbis that exist Prophet Muhammad sometime. The rabbis, one of them, he was Abdullah ibn Salam. He was a rabbi. Prophet Muhammad came to Medina. He was a rabbi. He said, I bear witness, you are the messenger that has been mentioned in our book.
So the
Jewish rabbi. Likewise the Christians, even the Christians. Like you remember, remember the Christians, they were controlling Syria, Palestine, they were controlling Yemen, they were controlling part of Africa, they were controlling part of like Turkey, Iraq. After what happened in the gap of or period of time of 20 years, the most of the world became Muslims. Most of Christians except Islam.
So why, if the Jewish rabbis, said that?
Not all of them.
Oh, not all of them.
No. Okay. Some of them knew he was a true prophet, but they rejected him. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. يعرفونه. I will translate it. يعرفونه كما يعرفون أبناءهم. They know him just as they know their own sons. Why they rejected him? Because the Jews always expected the prophet to come from their lineage. When the prophet came outside their lineage, they rejected it. So therefore, they were not following the prophet because he was a prophet of God. They were following him because he was from their tribe. But we follow Allah and His Prophet not because it's from my tribe.
They were a bit too proud.
Arrogance. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. I will translate the verse. Allah said, يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. O the Israelites, remember my favor upon you, which I have bestowed over you, that I favored you in your time over the rest of the nations. Allah said, وَأُوفُوا بِعَهْدِي أُوفُوا بِعَهْدِكُمْ وَإِيَّايَ فَاتَّقُونَ, and fulfill my promise, I'll fulfill yours. What is God's promise? We go to Isaiah 42. There is a prophet who will come from Kedah. Who's Kedah? When you go Genesis 25:13, Kedah is the son of Ishmael. And he says, let the people of Kedah, the inhabitants of Kedah, rejoice. The people that of mountain of Selah. Where is the mountain of Selah? In Saudi. Historically speaking, from the Muslims and the non-Muslims, there is no prophet came from that place except Muhammad, son of Abdullah, son of Abdul Muttalib, son of Hashim. Then he goes back to who? Son of Qaidar, son of Ismail, son of Ibrahim. You see what I'm saying? That example of that. Prophet Muhammad prophesied 1400 years ago.
Yeah.
He said there will come a time when you see the barefooted Arab man competing in building tall buildings. When the Prophet Muhammad mentioned that, back then the people were not known to build tall, the Arabs were not known to build tall buildings. You know what I mean? Those who were known, the Persians, the Romans, the Egyptians, the Greeks. Now, maybe you know, maybe you do not know. Where is the tallest building in the world?
Dubai.
Dubai.
The next one is
they compete with one another.
KSA, all these.
You know what I mean? The Arab Peninsula, which is Dubai, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, was 50 years ago pure desert, let alone 1400 years ago. So Prophet Muhammad prophesizing about it is taking place right now. A person might say, they're doing it because they read it in the book. But God will never let false prophecy come to pass like that in details. Because Prophet Muhammad, and likewise Prophet Muhammad, were not saying it as encouragement to do it. Rather, as Sheikh Fawzan said, he was what? Warning against it.
Warning against it.
Yeah, warning against it. Because why are you going to waste your money? Building people dying out of anger. You know what I mean? Where are you going to reach? The cloud? You know what I mean? Another prophecy. Prophet Muhammad said, it will come a time when the Muslims, they will take over Constantinople. Do you know Constantinople? Turkey. Before it was called Islamabad. You know that. You mashallah, you're good. City of Islam. Yes? The Muslims took over Constantinople 800 years, something after the migration of Prophet Muhammad. So I'm saying, when you bring all these proofs together, there is no any doubt Muhammad is a true prophet. I will give you something which I will ask you a question. Do you know any book on the earth that has been memorized, the size of the Quran, that has been memorized by millions of children, millions of young men, millions of young women, millions of old men, millions of old women? Bear in mind, they don't speak the language of the book. Do you know what Allah said? وَلَقَدْ يَسَّنَّا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We have made Quran easy to be memorized. When this verse was revealed, the Muslims, they were not even 2,000. And Allah made, there's a prophecy and it's taking place right now. That is a miracle. Imagine you and I, we don't speak Chinese, but we memorize a book the size of the Quran in Chinese. It can happen, you know what I mean? That is a miracle.
But look, does the Prophet have children?
Prophet Mohammed had children. Yeah, he had 4 daughters, and some scholars mentioned there was 3 boys or 2 boys.
And did they have children?
Fatima had children, yes, except Fatima.
So where?
Like Ruqayya.
So Fatima is the Prophet's bloodline now.
Yeah, my lineage goes back to Prophet Muhammad.
So you're the child of Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, offspring. I goes back to Prophet Muhammad.
So he's basically a great granddad. So what do you call someone like you?
What I call myself? Just of Ahl Bayt.
You're Ahl al-Bayt.
Yeah.
So the Quran, when it says talking about Ahl al-Bayt, it's talking about you.
No. In general, yes, maybe, but we're specific about the wives. And it may be like you can say about us, but it was when the verse was revealed, we were talking about the wives.
Yeah.
Then the hadith include Ali and Fatima and Hassan and Hussein. That Allah purified them. But
wait, Ali is Fatima's husband, isn't it?
yes, and the cousin of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So Ali's children are the only children of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon.
From his from Fatima. Yeah.
Okay.
But before I will
Why
go,
did the Sunnis hate him so much?
hate him. We don't hate him. That's a lie. We love him, Ali bin Abi
Are you
Talib.
Sunni?
Of course, I'm Sunni.
Okay.
Ali bin Abi Talib, we love him. He's one of the companions that anyone speaks so ill of him, he's a person of
what about his
misguidance. But no, his children doesn't have to. What you have to understand, Islam, that shows you the justice of Islam. Islam doesn't mean because you are a family of Prophet Muhammad, therefore you're there. No. You have to do good actions, good deeds.
I've read about the grandchildren of the Prophet, and I mean, the Prophet himself prophesied stuff about them while he was still alive.
Yeah.
It must have been something significant.
Like one of them, I'll tell you to prophecy. Prophet Muhammad said about, Prophet was you love speaking same time. Prophet Muhammad said, Sayyidi Ibni Hada, Abu Hassan, Sayyid.
That's his son, yeah?
His son, Hassan, grandson.
Grandson.
Yeah. He said, is a leader. And Allah سيصلح الله به بين فئتين عظيمتين من المؤمنين. Allah will rectify through him between 2 great groups from the believers. And that took place 40 Hijri between Muawiyah's army and the army of Ali bin Abi Talib. Rectify between the 2.
That same guy that made everyone curse Imam Ali on the pulpit.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Historically speaking, it's not true. That happened, they said, after Marwan ibn Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. But what I was going to tell you, before we go to these issues, what I said so far about the wisdom of the Creator, does it make sense to you?
About which part?
Like God sending the messengers, Prophet Muhammad, clear,
of course,
makes sense. So what stopped you to become Muslim?
I think my life's a lot wider than that.
Yeah, but are your life wider than worshipping your Creator, the one who created you, the one who provides for you?
This is the way I see it.
Yeah.
Whoever you believe created you, there's something in your head, innit?
Yeah, and something outside
And
exists.
you honestly believe that thing in your head is the truth.
No, not me personally, but go on.
What's in your head? You believe it's the truth or a lie?
No, but not because it's in my head.
No.
Because I can prove it
I'm
outside.
not talking about anyone else. I'm talking about you.
Yeah, me, because I can prove it outside.
Yeah, but do you believe that what's in your head is true?
No, that's what I'm saying, because I can prove it outside. Now, as something comes to my head, that some mad things comes to my head.
No matter why you
I
believe
don't believe it's true.
Why you believe it's true is a different issue. But the fact that you believe it's true, what you believe, do you believe it's true or false?
Which one are you talking about?
What you believe.
About the Islam is true.
Everything you believe in.
No, I believe some false things. I believe some stuff is false. I believe some things is true.
But
Islam
would
is
you
the
believe
truth.
the false thing?
Yeah, I believe they are false.
If you found out something's false,
I believe they are false.
but would you believe it's true?
That's what I'm saying. I believe it's not true. It's
You
false.
can't believe it's true.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what you
Yes.
believe is true
Yeah.
can only be affected from the outside sources unless you do something inside you, but you also need more stimulus and more information to get more pieces of the puzzle.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean
Explain that
is,
to
what
me.
I mean is,
Yeah.
what he thinks are lies and what you think are lies might be two completely different ideas. You have the basics
As long
of what
as-
Islam
Okay, please.
explains what it is, yeah. But he might see something, you might see something. You know what I mean?
But us, when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's not about our thinking because we know Allah
I
told
know
us.
what you mean, fam. But what I'm saying is when someone thinks God is a woman and someone thinks God is a man, sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Basically, to them, that's the truth.
Yeah, but forget about what is in their head.
But to
We
them,
took-
they can prove it to themselves. Same
No,
way
no,
to
no,
you,
no.
you can prove it to
I'll give you
yourself.
example. I'll give you example.
Do you get what I'm saying, though?
No, I understand your point, but that is not. You know, that Ibn Taymiyyah, one of the Muslim scholars, addressed this point.
Okay.
This point, let us be realistic. There are some things, yes, exist in your head is truth, but we're not talking what only exists in your head. We're talking in the real life.
Yeah,
For
but-
example,
but what exists from your head comes from the real life.
No, not all the time. Not all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time. For example of that, Christians, they believe Jesus is God. Is it God in the real life? Is not. Jesus, he was according to them, he was overpowered by Jews. But they say God is all powerful. If it's God all powerful, he cannot be overpowered by anyone else. So in the real life, Jesus cannot be God. Only exists in their head. Do you understand
But
that?
in their life, that's all they're told.
That's a different point. But my point, different.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand that.
If all you're told is Jesus is God,
Yeah.
and in your head you believe Jesus is God is the truth,
But in the real life, what about in the real life? Because
what do you mean?
it's not about what I'm saying. It's not about what only you think in your head. It's about the real life. Example. No, for example. In my head, I believe a donkey. He has 20 legs.
Yeah.
Does a donkey have 20 legs? In the real life.
You can.
No. In the
Logically,
reality.
you could do that, but a born donkey, no, he doesn't stand it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So these things only exist in people's head. They don't exist outside. For example, knowledge.
You're talking about metaphysical things being proven by scientific methods.
No, I'm not talking about this scientific.
Natural things being proven by.
No, I'm not talking about this. No, example of that. When you, what I'm saying, there is only things exist in your head. I agree with you. There's philosophers speak about this issue.
You're talking about creativity and imagination.
What do you talk about
We're talking about
Yeah.
belief based on the knowledge you gain. So the Quran says that heaven has a tree, it has a river of honey, it has what this.
Paradise, yes.
However,
Yes.
God tells you in the same book
Yeah.
that there's nothing in heaven that is like anything you've seen, and you can never imagine it.
The names,
Yeah.
just similar.
So the way
Yeah.
I see it is that if I see something there, you never saw it. I don't know what it's called. I've never been taught about it. I've never seen it. But I tell you, look, it looks like half a tree, half a horse. These are two things you've seen, but because you haven't seen that thing, you don't know. You can only imagine. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't know
Yeah.
what I saw.
Of course, I don't know.
I know you know what a tree is, and I know
Yeah.
you know what a horse
Yeah.
is. So it's the only thing I can. It's the only words that you understand that I can talk to you in. I can't talk to you in Chinese.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only words. That's what I'm saying.
So what you believe in your head
Yeah.
might be a different thing to what he believes in his head.
No. Wait. There's some issues. Maybe I agree in some things.
Do you get what I'm trying to say, though?
Yeah, I understand your point, but your point is not really. How I'm gonna say. Valid. It's not valid.
Why?
You know why? Let me give you
I haven't
example.
even made my point yet.
You know, you keep talking about what you believe in your head only is true because it's in your head.
No. I'm saying, to you, what you believe is true.
Yeah, not to him. Maybe what to him is not.
No, what he believes is true. He believes is true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You believe is true.
So
You believe is true.
It's subjective.
Yeah. So what I'm saying
That's
is,
what I'm saying,
this
but-
subjectivity.
Yeah, but that's
that
applied
your
to Islam.
experiences-
Because Islam is objective.
But
And we can prove
how
that.
can God blame you or judge you or put you in hell for something that you believed in your heart to be 100% true?
No, God, no, wait. No, God, that's a good point. That's what Allah said in the Quran. Allah will not do that. Allah will blame you if the truth comes to you and will clarify to you and will turn away from it. For example, imagine I became Muslim and I never knew that smoking drugs is haram. I never knew that. So I never knew I'm smoking drugs is a sin. However, I will not be held accountable for it because I never knew. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But if someone came and explained to me, okay, then there's different thing. Likewise, doesn't mean because I don't know, therefore I should stay as ignorant. No. As a Muslim, Allah encouraged us to seek knowledge. You see what I'm saying?
Say,
Seek
for
knowledge.
example, as
So
a Muslim,
Islam is
you
objective.
believe alcohol is haram,
Yeah.
and as a Muslim, some other guy believes alcohol is halal.
Who does not Muslim believe that?
You say, for example.
There's no, forget for example, let's talk to reality.
Fine.
That's my point.
Fine. Prove to me in Islam that alcohol is haram.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned clearly in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah. Khamr. Allah mentioned the Khamr.
What did he say exactly?
Let me quote the verse.
Do not drink Khamr.
No. Allah said worse than that. Allah said فاجتنب أنصاب الأزلام رجل من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه. You know اجتنبوه is worse than drinking. You know اجتنبوه, this term, are you in Arabic, you said to me?
It means janab, like
no, I mean
side it away from you.
Stay away from him. Like, you know,
Put it
look.
to the side.
No. I'll give you an example. Ibrahim said, جنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام. He's not saying to him just move me away. No, meaning that remove me far away from worshiping the idols. So فاجتنبوه is severe terminology in a prohibition. Meaning that's why.
There are people who disagree, right?
No, there's not. There's no Muslim disagree.
I've heard Muslims who told me the same thing that you're telling me, but they said, like, put it to the side.
Okay.
Muslim guy told me it means put it on the side of you.
So what Allah mentioned? Okay. No. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
you know why?
But he was trying to tell me that Islam says you have to drink.
So now the best way to explain.
Do you see the difference?
No.
Do you believe that he believes that?
No. Listen, bro. Listen. What I'm saying, forget what he believes. What is outside the reality?
Bruv, if he believes that and he drinks, is God going to punish him for drinking?
He knows it's haram, yeah, going to punish
He
him.
believes that it means to keep a thing.
No. Allah punish him because he's not scholar of tafsir of the Quran.
He's not scholar, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
How can he punish him for his ignorance?
Because why? He's what he's doing is committing a greater sin for explaining the book of Allah with ignorance. Yeah. Because Allah said the worst of the sin to speak about Allah without knowledge. So for him to Prophet Mohammed is the best person to explain the Quran to us. And he said there's 10 types of people who are cursed. The one who drink it, the one who carry it, the one who serve it, the one who sit around it. How on earth this guy telling you put it next to you? We Muslim cursed. So do you know what it means?
But the way
it's severe, mean you should stay far away from it.
It says in the Quran.
No, we don't follow the Quran. Allah said in the Quran to us for Prophet Muhammad as well. So
can I ask you another question about alcohol? Why?
Divert.
I know. But this is the same point because it was very important.
Go on.
Because on the same thing, you said that's unclear. Yeah. God tells the people do not go close to prayer
while in a state of khamr.
While you're intoxicated.
Yeah.
I know people who don't take intoxicants and they don't even pray.
It's haram, forbidden.
And I know what you're saying. People who don't take intoxicants, but they don't even pray. So, Muslims, most Muslims that I know don't pray.
Bad example for you, man.
But I know Muslims that pray as well.
Alhamdulillah, good.
The brothers who take drugs are going to be more likely to not pray than the brothers who don't, Allah?
Yeah.
So why is God talking to the people who are praying, don't go close to prayer while you're intoxicated?
Because you don't know what you said. Allah explained
He's talking to a praying people.
No, just doesn't mean because you're going to pray, therefore you pray the way you like.
But why would God speak
because
to
I'll tell you
the better part of the Muslims, the ones who pray?
No.
Yeah, and tell them don't be juiced when you go pray.
Now see why you have misunderstanding. Allah, sir, drunk because Allah explained. Because you don't know what you're saying. Imagine I'm drunk. Instead of saying Alhamdulillah, I said, oh Allah, praise the idols.
You're half asleep.
Yeah, and I mean, so wait, 1 minute, sorry. Likewise, when Allah told us to do a good deeds, it's not because you do it's enough. No, you have to do it correctly.
Yeah, but
you know
my point
but also Allah
easily said, لا تسكروا. لا تسكروا.
Allah said, no, because
it's a lot simpler than لا تقربوا الصلاة وأنتم سكارى.
No, this one is much better than yours. You know why? Because this verse is one of the stages. The first stage, Allah mentioned in Khamr, there is some benefits. However, the evil outweighs the benefits. Okay? That's the first stage. Because look to the wisdom of the Creator. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down a revelation to Prophet Muhammad, to society. Khamr was their nature. Even the guy said, Asqini al-yawma khamran wa ghada khamra. Give me khamr today and give me khamr tomorrow. And when I die, bury me next to the tree of grapes in order for my vein to suck in the khamr from it. Just khamr. Ashab khamr. So look at the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the verse showing there is benefit in it. However, the evil outweighs.
Would you say that drinking a bit of alcohol is beneficial?
No, Prophet said no. So even the little one, no. But listen carefully. Yeah? Then the second stage, that they will allow you to drink, but before prayer, do not. So people start drinking, go to prayer. Allah revealed the verse, do not pray while in a state of khamr.
And it's changed.
Then changed after.
Why do we then still have this verse?
What, this verse what?
Why do we still have that verse?
Because there's a reminder for us.
Irrelevant to us.
No, it's a reminder to show you, because Allah there's abrogation to Quran 3. One verse was abrogated, the ruling and the verse abrogated.
Sorry, what does abrogated mean?
I mean, abrogates mean that, for example, the verse about do not drink while on a state of intoxication is abrogated by the other verse when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said.
What does abrogated mean?
Mean the verse, like example of that.
It was omitted or something.
Removed the ruling.
Removed, okay.
Yeah, remove the ruling.
Okay.
For example, imagine you come to a doctor. He will give you a medication for your body. Then you come after, he will give you another medication. People who think they are smart, he said, why didn't you give me that medication in the first place? He said, no, because your body was not ready for the second one.
Okay,
I give you the first one,
Okay.
So the stages. It was it. Then the last one is Shtanibo. But you have to think more about, to be
We're
honest.
already at that stage, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. Judaism, you as a Muslim, believe that Judaism is the same as Christianity, is the same as Islam, is the same as whatever Adam believed in.
No, Judaism, no.
Right, sorry.
You keep smacking this guy.
It's just you, man. Bad positioning, fam. I'm left-handed, innit? But what I'm saying is...
1 minute. No, it's okay, it's okay.
No, go on. I don't want to take your time.
It was just a little question, like,
Brother, you look heavy.
yeah, about two maybe.
Probably me, but
First one is like, you talked about, Muhammad talks about, Muhammad talks
Yes, sir.
about curse, people being cursed.
About the khamr.
Are you forgiven for this?
No, Allah forgive all the sins if you repent.
So it's not a long-term thing?
No, remember this ruling is a general ruling. Like you cannot go to a specific person and say you are cursed, you know. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَنْ يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ Sorry about that, yeah? إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَنْ يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ Allah forgive all the sins. Allah does not forgive anyone that associate partners with Him. He forgive less than that to whom He wills. So someone who drink khamr, you can't say you're going to go to hellfire, because under Allah's mashia. It's up to Allah to punish him or forgive him. You know what I mean?
What was the
Huh?
Yeah, and another thing was like someone said to me.
Is that clear so far?
Yeah, it's
Alhamdulillah.
politics. I always thought Islam and politics were devoid of each other.
What do you mean?
Well, they don't work together.
No, we work together. Islam is not a religion of churches and a mosque only. Islam is a way of life, an aqidah belief, and is a system that people to follow. Because like I said to the brother here, I said logic dictates that the one who knows about us in details, we should follow his commandments. We should follow his teaching.
But then politics is like man-made discussion.
No, you're talking about democracy or politics.
Oh, okay.
Because politics is a general term. Politics mean how to deal with a country, how to deal, and so on, you know.
But then
So,
doesn't Quran specifically tell us how?
yeah, tell us how.
So then why would we need to politic about
No, but that's another term of politics. Like you know, say in the politics in or the politics system in the Muslim countries is Sharia. So politics, I believe, is a wider term.
Okay.
Doesn't mean democracy. Doesn't mean liberalism. Doesn't mean communism.
How you deal with
Majority.
life.
How to deal with life, how to deal with life, with the society, with the community. That's what it means politics, yeah. But you know, just clarify something, because you know people, they watch these videos, say, look, they call it for Sharia. Rather, we won't against anyone that say we establish Sharia in this country. This country, they have their own government. Yes, we want people to become a Muslim. Of course, it's up to them to accept or reject. As for this Sharia, it's not for us. Prophet Mohammed never sent his companions to Abyssinia or to when he sent Mu'ad to Yemen and he said, go take over the country and do Sharia. No, you call people to Islam first. As for this Sharia, this your government, go ask them if they want to do it. Don't ask me. You know, sometimes you have the English people come, you know, they have agenda. You want Sharia in this country? First of all, I'm not government. Second thing, go to your government, ask them. It has nothing to do with me. Just leave me alone. I want people to become a Muslim because Allah for the people, Allah for myself. That's my belief. I believe if you become Muslim, you'll be safe from the hellfire. You know, that's my belief. I can't force you. I was speaking to brother here. I didn't force him. You see what I'm saying? I'm speaking. We have an intellectual argument. You know, just I had to clarify that. You know, these days, this Muslim, they want Sharia. They want to take over the country. They want to take over Speaker's Corner.
People don't listen, innit? They just talk.
That's it. Being brainwashed.
One more thing, you know,
Here next week, bro.
Inshallah. Look after yourself, man. Thank you for your time. Take care, man. Look after
you know
yourself.
with
Thanks.
Sharia and punishment, say chopping of the hands.
That's
Let's go to the next park. Move too much. I said, let's go to the next park.
Where?
You move so much.
we're going to add up to my house. Yes. To be honest, this issue of Sharia.
There's many conditions.
No, but it's a pointless. It's a pointless. You and I were speaking about it.
Yeah.
You know what? These issues is discussed in the court, in the parliament, the Islamic parliament. You and I were discussing. There's no point. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're not gonna establish it, and I'm not gonna do it as well. You know, let's talk. Like now, okay, we'll talk about Sharia, about what is the punishment of the highway robbers. We're gonna go home. We're not gonna benefit nothing. It's better off to ask question now. Will benefit you. Like how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the nullifiers of wudu? What is the pillars of prayer? What is the obligations of wudu? You know what I mean? That will benefit. That's your daily life. You see what I'm saying, akhi? Like you're leader of a country. You know what I mean? And even wallahi, alhamdulillah, we speak. We are exercising our freedom of speech. But some issues about the issues of Sharia.
It requires a greater
No, but you can't discuss it because why? These issues discussed in the parliament.
Yeah.
It's not for us to discuss it, except because you want to show look what they believe. Yeah, but even if I believe what you think is wrong, that's subjective to you. You cannot dictate to me what to believe, and you cannot force your belief in my country. We're not saying you establish Sharia here. And well, let me just make something clear. You know, you see EDO and their followers, we're against Sharia. You know, part of Sharia to be good to your mother, are you against it?
Yeah.
Part of Sharia to feed the orphans, are you against
The
it?
big one at Shamsi, the part of Sharia is to follow the law of the lands.
Yeah.
That's the one.
You know what I mean?
2.5% tax.
The part of Sharia to look after the orphans.
Good look, right?
You know what I mean?
5% tax.
To give charity. You know what I mean? To give charity. The reason there's a lot of poverty in the world because they're not paying sadaqah, zakat. If you pay zakat, you see, but this is what? They've been brainwashed. Wallah, when I address Tommy Robinson, I believe not every Tommy Robinson followers, I believe he's what? Racist or anti-Islam. Some of them have been deluded. And if you speak to them, they will say, yeah, it's true. Misguided. They're deluded. No, deluded mean by they don't know what they're doing. They have the false information, and based upon the false information, they come to the conclusion. Yeah, you know what I mean? So Sharia is what? Look after your mother, look after your family, after your wife. But what do you say? No, cut off the hands. Cut off the hands of who? Of a good man? Cut off the hands of a robber. No, who is this guy? Yeah, not just stealing anything, stealing something very valuable. This man is known to be thief. No guy walking, he's not thief, he take phone. No, this person is known to be thief. Then this guy is causing a great harm to the society.
Well, I heard that.
But listen carefully to say,
you rob a bank and you'll not get punished.
I don't know about that. This guy wants to rob the bank, maybe.
If you rob from the government, you don't.
No.
Rob from the individual.
No, even from the government's haram. Even from the government's haram. You can't rob from no one. Taking people. Yeah.
For example, if a bank.
No, you can't. People say what? It's okay to rob the government here because they're not Muslim. That's untrue. That's batil. You know, akhi? That's not the way.
If you steal from the individual, like, can you forgive you instead of like saying?
Yeah, even look, when you rob someone in Islam, it's not enough just to say astaghfirullah. You have to look for the guy to ask forgiveness. That's his right as well. So that's just Islam. Subhanallah. So anyway, but you know what we do sometimes when we speak to people, say you do this. So they care more about the criminals than the victims. That's what it seems, isn't it? Why?
Almost like it's
Have you not seen the new video? These guys in prison playing games. The guy playing a game. You can't even buy it outside. It's too expensive. In the prison, they're playing the game. It's like Holiday Inn. People from outside, and they see these videos. What you do, encouragement to do what? To do crimes. The prison is a chilling place, man.
No food paying, nothing.
No, you don't pay rent. You don't pay gas bill. You don't pay electric bill.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, subhanakallah bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.